Barcelona season officially starts tomorrow, and it's versus Mallorca. We've all been waiting so long, and it's finally here, so let's get straight into it. In today's video, we're going to be looking over the game versus Mallorca. We're going to go over our predictions. We're going to talk about matchups. We're going to talk about what we want to see, what we need to see, and what we don't want to see. It might be a new season, but I do think Barcelona is still riding that victory horse, that pedal to the metal, if you know what I'm talking about. If you don't know, well, now you know. Barcelona has scored about 17 goals in their last 3 preseason games. I know you're probably thinking, bro, it's only preseason, but listen, that's all we have to go off of. And the reason that it's a little more important when you're talking about Barcelona is because we know that that's how Barcelona plays. So the fact that they're doing it in preseason means they did not lose that heat. They did not hop off the horse. They're still moving how they've been moving last season. For us Barcelona fans, that's good because we know that they're ready to play as soon as they get on the field. In terms of Mallorca, no matter how they played in preseason, no matter how they played, we know they're a tough team. We're not going to instantly write them off. They're always going to be a tough matchup for big teams because they're very rough. They're very defensive. One of the main things that we're all thinking about is who's going to play striker for us tomorrow. Before I even get into the full lineup, I'm going to tell you who I think is going to be a striker. We're starting off the top. And we know Lewandowski is still injured. So the only options are between Rafinha, Dani Olmo, Rashford, and Ferran Torres. We're going to cut straight to the point. It's honestly going to be Rashford. That's how Hansi Flick has been kind of hinting at. Last preseason game, he started at striker, which we know he can play. So I'm leaning towards Rashford. I'm going to start with Rashford. And it's kind of like, he just got here. How you going to do that to Ferran Torres? I don't know. It's Hansi Flick. You know, Hansi Flick isn't about like loyalty to a long-term player or a new player. Whoever earns that spot is going to play in that spot. And it looks like Rashford has been putting in the work more than Ferran Torres, giving more of an production, and that's why I think Rashford's probably going to get the nod. Having Rashford already in the lineup, I'm going to go ahead and just show you the rest of the lineup that I'm thinking. Obviously, Joan Garcia is probably going to be our starting keeper. The only thing that can affect these two players I just mentioned is the registration. Are they going to get registered in time? I don't know. I hope so. If not, I don't have a problem with playing Chesney and Ferran Torres. Do you? I'm definitely going with Kunde, Araujo, Kubarsi, and Balde. I know without Inigo Martinez, Araujo is kind of like, do we want to start him? But look, this is what we've been waiting for years. We know this guy is a monster center back with monster potential. Yes, he has mistakes in him, but the only way to get past that is by playing. And out of everyone left, him or Christensen is kind of who is between. And Eileen Araujo, he's one of my favorite players at Barcelona. And aside from that, he's arguably the best defender in the team. In the midfield, no surprise, we're probably going to see Pedri and De Jong. And then up top, we're going to see Yamal. We're going to see Rafinha. And then I do think it's going to be Fermin Lopez starting right behind Rashford. So, that's what I think. I don't know if almost fully fit. But regardless, I do think Fermin Lopez is going to get the start at camp. This makes you think, did Barca change anything in the transfer window? I know we reinforced an attack in Rashford, but if Rashford wasn't here, all we had is Ferran Torres starting, and even that, he did a great job last season. And now we're having second thoughts about our defensive issues after Inigo Martinez left. So I'm really curious how we're going to go on moving forward with the depth. Hopefully it's not a problem, and hopefully we made the right signings. In Barcelona, we trust. With the starting lineup out of the way, we get to score predictions. And before I say mine, put it down in the comments who you think is going to win. And not only that, write the exact score. My prediction is going to be 3-0 Barcelona. It could be more, but I'm going to go with 3. I'm going to stay a little humble. 3-0 Barcelona. I do think if I had to pick a player to score, I think if there's a player that's going to score in this game for sure, in my opinion, is going to be Lamine Yamal. This guy's going to try to start in a heater. He wants to score way more goals, and I think he's going to do it. He's simply unstoppable 1v1, and this is the kind of game that, it's not going to be so much open play. It's going to be kind of like back and forth from Lamine to Rafinha, and then we're going to need a moment of magic because these guys are most likely going to park the bus. Score prediction out the way. It's time for my bet of the day. I'm going to keep it simple, but it's still going to be a little tough, so tail at your own risk. But I'm going with Barcelona minus 1.5, meaning they just got to win by 2 goals or more. And then I'm going with our number 10, Lamine Yamal, to score a goal. Picking a goal scorer is always a tough one. If I were you, maybe go on his shots or something. He's going to be shooting a lot, but I'm going with Lamine Yamal goal and Barcelona minus 1.5. Bet at your own risk, but that's what I'm going with. I make shorts and TikToks, so check out the shorts, check out the TikToks. Link will be in the bio. I also have other bets, including other teams and other leagues. If you guys want to go check that out, I post those videos on TikTok, also on my YouTube Shorts and Instagram. All the links will be down in the bio. Go support. Make sure you subscribe, like, and comment. I love you guys. I love Barcelona. Bro, come on, bro. Visca Barca. Vamos! Let's go.